Lucrezia Borgia was born in 1480. Her family was very powerful in Rome. Her father, Rodrigo Borgia, became Pope Alexander VI. This made their family important in politics and the church. Life for Lucrezia was different from other girls. She had the best education and lived in palaces, but she was also a pawn in her family's ambitious games. Marriages were arranged for power, not love. At just 13 years old, Lucrezia was married for the first time. This was normal for noble families back then. Her husband was Giovanni Sforza, from another powerful Italian family. The marriage was supposed to help the Borgias gain more influence. However, politics were always shifting. Just a few years later, the Borgias no longer needed Giovanni. Lucrezia's marriage was annulled as if it never happened. This must have been very upsetting for a young woman. After her first marriage ended, Lucrezia was married again. This time to Alfonso d'Aragona, who was only 17 years old. Alfonso was from the royal family of Naples, another important region in Italy. Lucrezia and Alfonso seem to have been happy together. But their happiness was short-lived. Political rivals of the Borgias attacked and wounded Alfonso. Although he survived the attack, he was later murdered, likely on the orders of Lucrezia's own brother, Cesare. These tragic events show how dangerous life was in Renaissance Italy, even for someone like Lucrezia. Despite the tragedies, Lucrezia had to carry on. She was a valuable asset to her family, and they soon arranged another marriage for her. In 1502, Lucrezia married for the third time. This time, it was to Alfonso d'Este, the Duke of Ferrara. Ferrara was a wealthy and cultured city. Lucrezia became its duchess, a position of great power and influence. While married, Lucrezia played a significant role in Vatican politics. She acted as her father's secretary and advisor, handling important correspondence and even governing in his absence. This was unusual for a woman at the time and shows how much her father trusted her abilities. Lucrezia became known for her intelligence and diplomacy. She met with ambassadors, negotiated treaties, and helped to shape the political landscape of Italy. Her influence extended beyond the Vatican walls too. As Duchess of Ferrara, Lucrezia became a patron of the arts and learning. She supported artists, writers, and musicians, making Ferrara a center of Renaissance culture. Her court was known for its lavish festivals and intellectual discussions. Section 4. A cloud of rumors, poison, and conspiracy. Despite her accomplishments, Lucrezia's life was shrouded in dark rumors. Her family, the Borgias, were notorious for their ruthlessness and ambition. They were accused of using poison to eliminate their enemies. Some of these accusations were probably true. The Borgias were ruthless in their pursuit of power, but many of the stories about Lucrezia are likely exaggerations spread by her enemies. They wanted to damage her reputation and that of her family. One persistent rumor claimed that Lucrezia wore a hollow ring to conceal poison. It was said that she used this ring to eliminate her rivals. However, there's no evidence to support these claims. Over the centuries, these rumors have overshadowed Lucrezia's real achievements. She's often remembered as a femme fatale, a dangerous seductress who used her beauty for evil. But this image is far from the truth. Section 5. Legacy of Lucrezia Beyond the Myths. Lucrezia Borgia died in 1519 at the age of 39. She was mourned by her husband and the people of Ferrara, who had come to admire her as a fair and just ruler. In the centuries since her death, Lucrezia's story has been told and retold, often with sensationalized details. But historians are now taking a closer look at her life, separating fact from fiction. What emerges is a portrait of a complex and intelligent woman who navigated the treacherous world of Renaissance politics with skill and determination. She was a victim of circumstance, married off to secure her family's power. Lucrezia Borgia's story reminds us that history is often written by the victors. It's time to see beyond the myths and appreciate her for the remarkable woman she truly was.